one clip from this morning's conversation between Chippy and between Chris Bishop, and this is like a little bit of dessert before we head out for the night, between Kerian McAnulty and Chris Bishop, and they talked a bit about infrastructure. And look, I don't think anyone's against the idea of, health sector infrastructure. But what the conversation turned to interesting when they played Simeon Brown's comments, and then Bishop came in straight away and lied about how much doctors are earning, and then Kieran just puts wee Simeon in his place. Let's check this out.
Australia, 5,000 doctors are due to strike next month due to stalled negotiations, and this was the Health Minister's response.
They should get back around the negotiating table to sort these issues out, rather than delaying the care for thousands of Kiwis who have already been waiting too long. They're well remunerated. They earn on average $343,000 as part of their total
That's a lie.
package. They have 6 weeks annual leave per year. They get 3 months paid sabbatical every 6 years.
Which nobody takes because they can't replace the doctors.
Ultimately, we need to make sure we're putting patients first. Patients should never be used as a bargaining chip in negotiations with unions.
So I want to end the interview here, but I'm going to give both of you the opportunity to respond to that. Is that the right attitude for the minister to take?
Absolutely, I back him 100%. The Doctors Union is asking for a 12% pay rise. I strongly suggest that 99% of people watching this program have not had a 12% pay rise this year or last year, and they're certainly not asking for one. They are extremely well remunerated, around $340,000 on average when you
reiterated the lie.
Take into account all of the different things that they get as well. Again, I strongly suggest 99% of people listening and watching do not earn $340,000 per.
Yeah, but the question is, Bish, do you think 99% of people listening and watching also want a well-functioning health system? Even if you're right, 99% of people aren't earning that. That's not the problem. If you said to 99% of the people watching or listening, like you're suggesting, and you said, would you be okay if we paid these guys $350,000, but then we had a proper functioning health system with no waiting list? I think 99% of people would say, yes, please. So it's not about the money. It's not about the money. And you're trying to turn the public against these doctors by going, they're rich elitists. They just want more, more, more. They don't need it. They've got 1 million weeks holidays a year and they all get butlers, and that's what you're trying to do, and it's not going to work. If you don't believe us, go back to last night's episode and have a look.
Year, and the effect of the strike will be to delay much needed surgeries and care that New Zealanders need. So I encourage them to get it.
I do wonder about the logistics of that, Chewie. How is one 24-hour strike delay anything by more than 24 hours? Unless you're a surgery that was going to happen on that day and you have to now wait several more weeks, right? But the day after the surgery, the day after the strike, they'll still have their surgeries on that day. So I don't know if I buy this argument either. I do acknowledge there could be some delays, but I don't know if he's basically saying everyone's going to have to wait another 3 months because of this one-day strike. That's what it feels like he's saying.
Mate, there's delays now with no strikes.
Mm.
There's delays because the surgeries are falling apart. The operating theatres are falling apart.
Yeah.
There's delays because the equipment isn't safe. There are delays because there's not enough lab techs for testing. What the fuck is he talking about? He's making it sound like these doctors are completely destroying the health system that is running at peak efficiency, that is absolutely wants for nothing. Like, these doctors, are they striking all the time? No. Last time they struck for literally not even a whole day. What was it? 3, maybe 4 hours?
Something like that.
Because they don't want to put their patients in that position. The fact that they're doing a full day this time explains how bad this is.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's get to the end of this because Kieran's got to come in off the top rope.
the table and negotiate with the government. We're a reasonable government, but we cannot justify the type of salary increases that they are demanding.
Kieran, what did you think of the minister's tone?
Oh, I've got no time for that guy. So let's put that on the table there. I have absolutely no respect for Simeon Brown. I consider him dishonest and disingenuous, but I don't like that tone. And if you actually talk to the doctors' union, they laughed at that figure. They said it's just fabricated. They don't know how they got to it. The junior specialists, the first-year specialists, are getting paid less than the people they're supervising. So actually we need to take a step back and look at who's being upfront with Kiwis here. Look, of course, there needs to be negotiations between the government and medical staff. We went through the same thing, but we didn't treat our medical staff, which we need, which we can't afford to leave to Australia, who pay more. They shouldn't be treated that disrespectfully.
There you go. Not entirely sure how the audio there got unsynced, but there you got the gist of it. Chewie, wrap up for the week. Any thoughts around that?
I live for Kerian McAnulty just cutting through bullshit.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, have you seen his other comments from today?
No, I have not.
So I haven't done a deep dive into this story. I've only just done a skim of it, but apparently New Zealand First is prepping for a snap election. I don't know if this is I don't know if this is just a contingency thing, but it's come out and Kieran McAnulty's gone, fucking bring it. We're ready.
Yeah, but I mean,
Labour is ready.
We have to say this, right? Because it's fair. If there is a snap election, Bomber called it. Like after 3 months, he said as soon as Winston steps down, he's going to call a snap election. That's what he said. So if that does happen, you know, we're happily steal opinions from people on the best of times, but that one has been out there from Bomber, so let's keep an eye on it.
Snap election won't give you much time to run up to an election, Prime Minister.
Won't give my opponents much time either.
Oh, God, I would love that. I wouldn't put it past Luxo rolling out of a cabinet room drunk if that happened.
Snap selection.
One of the greatest things to happen in New Zealand politics.